Good morning, Lieutenant Patterson. It's a pleasure to see you again. You're looking well rested. Good. I'll need you in tip-top shape for your new assignment. You've proven to be quite resourceful, especially your performance most recently in scuttling U-4901. All things considered, you're the ideal candidate for this mission. So let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? The success of the Allied invasion of Normandy prompted an assassination attempt on the Führer. A cadre of high-ranking Nazi leaders planted a bomb during a meeting. Unfortunately, he survived. He's used this attempt on his life to clean house and solidify his power. Whatever remaining sanity the Nazi leadership possessed has been gutted by Hitler's subsequent arrests and executions. He has appointed new leaders more in tune with his insane ideals. That man is bent on sacrificing every last German citizen rather than accept defeat. We need to stop him cold and do it now. Reports from our allies in France suggest that there's been heavy activity in the port of Lorient, a manufacturing facility for their deadly U-boats. It was previously run by one of the would-be assassins. Now Hitler has one of his most trusted advisors in charge. Jimmy, we need to know what's going on at that base. We've arranged for you to be dropped on the outskirts of Saint-Mathieu, where our 101st Division is still encountering some resistance. Intelligence states that a German U-boat is making an unscheduled resupply stop at the seaport there. Our only opportunity to infiltrate this fortified shipyard is by smuggling you aboard this vessel and waiting until it reaches its port. I know it's tight quarters, Jimmy, but for you, familiar territory. We're sending you back to sea, my boy.
French resistance operatives have spotted a U-boat in the port city of Saint-Mathieu. After resupplying, we believe this submarine will head back to the docking pens at Lorient, the most protected German U-boat base in France. To gain access to the base at Lorient, you must stow away within the cargo being loaded aboard the U-boat. You'll be dropped just outside of Saint-Mathieu. Beneath a tree near your insertion point, our operative has hidden a small package which will provide you with further instructions once you're actually aboard U-4902. Unfortunately, many of the roads in the village have been blocked or destroyed, so getting across town to the cargo loading gate may be no simple task. Although Saint-Mathieu has undergone heavy Allied bombing, the enemy is still entrenched. German forces have even managed to pin down some of our troops from the 101st Division, scattered throughout the area. Watch for ambushes and enemy machine gun nests. If the opportunity presents itself, Jimmy, get to high ground and provide some much-needed assistance. Best of luck, Lieutenant.
Private John Castro, 4516-16707.
Fool! Answer me, now!
Private John Castro, 4516-16707.
Speak or die, I say!
That's all you're getting out of me, crowd.
Useless.
Bonjour, Monsieur Patterson. My name is Fabrice, and I am one of the many proud French citizens fighting against the occupation for over 4 years now. I believe you know my trusted friend Manon. Her brother and I were great allies before he was killed 2 years ago at the Academy of Music ambush. When Colonel Hargrove informed me he was sending one of his agents for this mission, I was pleased to hear your name. I hope you didn't have trouble finding your way through the village, or what's left of it. If you're reading this note, then the resistance drop I left for you was intact. I have new information for you. Since U-4902 reached Saint Matière, they have learned that the Kriegsmarine have plans for shore leave at Lorient. It is not a long journey, so sit tight until the U-boat begins docking at the port. I hate to say this, but there won't be enough room inside the crate to fit your rifle. And I suggest you leave your grenades behind too. You wouldn't want one of those going off inside a pressurized U-boat. However, you'll be glad to hear that in addition to the standard provisions brought on board, such as food and medical supplies, they are also carrying munitions and explosives. To scuttle the U-boat, plant a few time charges in her torpedo rooms, set to explode after you escape. Then disable her engines and destroy the radio to keep anyone from alerting the docks. If you're really lucky, Jimmy, you may come across additional weapons in the prized Enigma book. We can review any further instructions once you have reached the shipyards. A votre santé, mon ami.
Mann, ist die Kiste schwer. Was hat ein Schaf da drinne? Das Zeug ist schwer wie Blei.
Was riech ich denn hier?
Das war Günther. Er hat zu viel Bohnen gefressen.
Reichweite!
Erlaubnis zum Anlegen an Steg 11. Anlegemanöver fortsetzen. Kontrollturm parallel bringen. Langsame Fahrt. Langsam, schön langsam.
Außerdem sind wir schon viel zu spät dran.
Nehmt die von hinten!
Now that you've struck a blow in Admiral Karl Donit's operation by sabotaging U-4902 and have managed to reach the dockyard, get to a safe distance and witness the results of your handiwork. Then advance into the shipyards themselves. You must infiltrate the U-boat bunkers and halt all engineering research and production at this prized facility. If we can get you to the far side of the facility to destroy the fuel depot, we may tip the scales for the Allies in the Battle of the Atlantic. One of our informants has concealed a case containing tools for you on one of the nearby warehouses. You'll find the sniper rifle quite effective against the guard tower marksman, while demolition charges will come in handy blowing up the German supply trucks along the way. Keep an eye open for the wet ducks and you'll know you're close to their supply area. As I mentioned earlier, you need to get to the far side of the facility. The least conspicuous access point to this area is through a hatch atop the warehouse near an occupied U-boat docking pen. Get up on the roof and sneak inside. These shipyards are active 24 hours a day, so be careful, Jimmy. We are counting on you to really put a wrench into this well-oiled machine. It's essential we shut them down, Patterson. Best of luck.
Mach mal die Plane drüber, falls es regnet.
Willst wohl befördert werden, Kurt?
Na gut, dann lass mal das Zeug eben verrotten.
U-4902 hat angelegt und muss sofort durchsucht werden. Besteht der Verdacht, dass ein feindlicher Spion an Bord versteckt ist und ins Hafengebiet flüchten will.
Es gibt Raven!
Mehr Munition her!
Lass die Dinger kommen! Er ist in Deckung gegangen!
Achtung, Sicherheitspunkt! Der feindliche Spion wurde im Gelände gesichtet. Er befindet sich am Dach der Lagerhalle. Nehmt die Decker ins Visier und schießt auf alles, was sich bewegt.
Mehr Munition her!
Alarm geben! Auf Schießen! Achtung, Granate! Achtung, Granate!
Hände hoch!
You've infiltrated one of Germany's most secure U-boat facilities. No small accomplishment, Patterson. Now get inside Lorient's U-boat production facility and wreak as much havoc as humanly possible. It is imperative that we somehow punch a hole in the Reich's production of these metal beasts. Once inside, locate the production area and eliminate as many engines and other equipment as you can. Also, obtain any blueprints or documentation you are lucky enough to come across. Disable or demolish any docked U-boats awaiting deployment. Your final task is to level Lorient's fuel depot at the far end of the facility. Seek, destroy, and exfiltrate as quickly as possible. Bonne chance, Patterson.
Nicht schießen!
Stood his cap.
Runter! Feuer einstellen!
Ich hab
Was war denn eigentlich die ganze Aufregung heute?
Hast du nicht gehört? Von Sturmgeist soll sich hier rumtreiben, der will irgend so einen neuen Düsenantrieb einführen.
Da!
Er ist fast in Reichweite!
Verteilen, Männer!
Sturmgeist.
Von unseren Goda Sicherheitsbestimmungen könnten Sie allerdings noch was lernen.
Ja, da haben Sie recht.
By 1940, Hitler's promise of no bombs dropped on German cities was rendered hollow by Allied heavy bombers. This drove home the reality that the Luftwaffe lagged behind the Allies in a number of areas. Field Marshal Goering needed an aircraft capable of shooting down Allied bombers before they had the chance to drop their payload on Germany, and this demand prompted the production of a revolutionary jet fighter different from any other aircraft Germany had produced before. This endeavor was named the 3x1000 project. It called for a heavy fighter capable of flying 1,000 kilometers distance at 1,000 kilometers an hour and with a 1,000 kilogram payload. To achieve this, the Germans turned to a team of brothers with an astonishing new design.